Alright, I think I'm going live. I hope this is working now. This is so much of a pain. No, yep, it's going. We're good. We're live.
Alright, let me start now. Oh my gosh.
Jeez, man. I don't even know. That was a hassle.
And we're live! Oh
Okay.
man, I think we're going on. We're going on. Alright, we got things to talk about, my boys and girls. Let's get it.
Alright, so let me
I like how we said it at the same time.
Clarify
Go ahead.
something.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody, my name is Silver, and welcome to the Silver Lining Entertainment Channel, where we're doing our first ever podcast on something that has been very, very controversial, as in the past couple weeks, and apparently has been a big thing, with a lot of voice actors, considering, well, we're trying to be voice actors too,
I mean, yeah, that's how it is.
So, I mean, I'm going to just make sure my stuff is set. I want to make sure all the sound's good, so I'll be right back, and we'll continue with this chat in a moment.
Just share their thoughts in a very orderly fashion, which is kind of ironic because of the discussion we're having today, but we'll get to that later. My name is Chris, and this is Jareth. His information is going to be down below in the description. It's also up in the card. Go ahead and subscribe to him. He's awesome. You're awesome, my man. Let me tell you that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Right, okay. I want to preface this video by saying you might get triggered. You might not.
Fair warning, it is our own opinion, so don't take it to heart.
I'm gonna leave the. Oh my god, I can't speak. This is a podcast. Thank you very much. This is the end. I'm gonna be leaving the comment section open for discussion. If you guys want to talk about whatever you want to talk about with each other, just please act like civil human beings, okay? Because I get the comments that are, you know, very hurtful. Let's say quote unquote hurtful, for lack of a better term. Anything like that, I get them before they go public. So I can just easily, you know, shut it down. So let's not talk bad about each other because there's too much of that going on right now. And we don't need that in the world, you know. So I'm going to leave the comment section open and you guys go ahead and, you know, just talk because I feel like talking is the best way to get through things like this. Even if you're not a part of it, I made a statement on Twitter saying that, you know, it doesn't make sense for us to be fighting over it, that you can state your opinion, but it doesn't make sense for everyone. Like, there are a lot of threats going on, and again, we'll talk about that later, but there's a lot of stuff going on, people just getting too riled up, and it doesn't make sense because, I mean, one, we're not really part of it, so it's not like even if this is taken to, like, a court of law, we're not gonna know everything, and things are still not gonna be the same, especially for Vic. And, you know, people are still going to have their opinions after everything is done. So it's really not worth it. But then, you know, again, more on that later. It's just a preface. So if you do get easily triggered, maybe this video isn't for you, but I would want, you know, everyone to watch because, you know, this is something that a lot of people are kind of interested in. So, do you want to say anything?
Again, our own opinions. Please don't take it to heart. We do have an open voice. We have our open minds. We are going into this by analyzing, discussing, rather than making more hate. Because, to be honest, I mean, I've met Vic. I don't know him on a personal level, but as his first experience, he seemed like a good guy. Again, that's just by first, I guess, glance.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that's how it is for a lot of people who want to defend Vic. I met Vic too. When was it? I forgot. It was New York Comic Con. I remember because it's funny because I had brought a certain amount of money, you know, to comic. I always bring like around $220, right, something like that. Whenever Comic Con comes and rolls around. And so I brought. I think I brought that year less than that, and so I was like, oh man, I gotta save up and stuff. And I had already known I wanted to get an autograph and meet him. For some reason, my money was gone when the time came for me to go get the autograph, and I had like $18 or $19. I had like $1 short, and I was like, oh crap, like what am I gonna do, you know? And so Jiraiya was there with me because he always is, and his girlfriend was there, and I was like, Jiraiya, do you have $1 that I can borrow? I'll give it back to you later. And he's like, no, I don't have $1, man. And then his girlfriend was like, oh, I have $1. I can give it to you. I was like, you do? And it was the first time I met her. So it was like impression status up. So she gave me the $1 and I met.
Let me just clarify. Hi, Duke. First of all. Secondly,
hi, Duke.
I mean, considering he goes, hi, live, how you doing? I'm doing fine, Duke.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
If anyone watching also, hey, Nichigo, what's up? If anyone in my chat or in Jerv's chat, anyone who knows about this or who, you know, I mean, we're going to be answering questions also if you guys have any questions. That's what I'm trying to say. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and type them in because this is open discussion, which is what my podcast is all about.
Let's get down and dirty with some of the...
Let's get down and dirty. I was literally thinking about saying that, and then you said it, so thank you for reading my mind.
No problem, man. I got you. Good time.
Okay, so
let's just go ahead and get started with one of the main petitions that was launched, I guess, in order to criticize and throw all these... I'm going to call it a lot of hate speech. This is where it all
the allegations.
Originally started with the allegations.
Yeah, this is, of course, all of this goes back 10 years ago, apparently. He's been doing, you know, what he does ever since he started doing his cons.
I'm going to bring it up on the screen now.
Yeah, all right, you do that. I don't have any links. I'm sorry, guys, but hold on. I wonder if I can...
No, I'm not
sure. Well, you can go to Jerv's channel.
You guys can see this, but I will kind of make a gist of it. And it's based...
here, but...
The reason of this is for a quote-unquote misconduct on Vic's side. This
you want to go ahead and read it?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and skim through it. It says, and I quote, Vic Mignogna's misconduct, the visual evidence and more. Reasons why you should send
Wait, before you start, sorry.
Go ahead.
There are 14 of these allegations in the petition.
14.
There are 5 for clarification sort of quotes. And 4 what you can do to you know, make your voice heard or whatever.
Now I'm gonna brief it up.
Go ahead.
All right, number 1 is Vic admits to refusing a signed homophobic piece of art. Wow, English, not my forte.
It's okay, it's okay. We're only doing
depicting
we're only doing
characters.
A podcast. It's okay.
He voiced into his video his own anime that he voiced
Christ.
in. Wow, I'm pathetic. Listen, all right. He said, okay.
You want me to read it?
No, I got you. Vic said, Yaoi fans are desperate for attention. Number 2, 3.
Well, we should
dodges questions.
Go one by one.
Well, you know here's the thing. Well, because technically the first few are all tied into the thing. Him quote unquote being
so if
homophobic.
you want to do that, yeah, go ahead.
So Vic dodges questions about whether he agrees with gay marriage. Apparently, gay marriage is okay. Only okay if everyone has voted for it, which is in the video, which I did watch.
Do you want to start on that one first, then?
Yes, because
the whole homophobic thing.
It was the whole him being homophobic because he wouldn't sign art or he went out
that's where it branched out. So pretty much is people, you know, yaoi. Yaoi is the depiction of 2 males in the act. Or just like intensive love. Usually it's just like fan art and stuff like that. I mean, there are anime about this stuff too, and manga. But it's a thing, and you know, it's just a homosexual relationship between males. Um, and so people would, you know, obviously bring these artworks in to, you know, the autographing booth to Vic, and Vic would, well, what he says, because I've watched, I want to say that I've watched a lot of, like in my free time, whenever I eat dinner, I usually watch voice actor panels, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? From conventions and stuff, just because, you know, they are entertaining. It's not like they're not. And I've seen a lot of Vic's panels and stuff like that. And I'll talk more about that later, regarding something. But, you know, a lot of questions were about this. Like, you know, why do you, not why, but he sort of brought it into discussion, sort of just very briefly saying that, you know, he would politely refuse. And, you know, I agree with him. I'm pretty sure he would politely refuse, because why would he be like, hey, get this crap out of here, out of my face? You know what I mean?
I mean, like, okay. Now, it goes on to the whole state of mind and, like, how people are raised and whatever. Everybody's raised differently. Everybody has their own way of having their own mindset on what they portray as correct. And in this case being homophobic, a lot of people are that way, especially when it comes to religion, because that's how it's tied in with a lot of it. But
I'm Catholic, and, you know, it is a thing.
And this is my personal opinion, and how I would take it is that whether you're homophobic or not, I mean, I'm not. I have friends that are gay and bi or lesbian. It does not matter what terminology you want to use. It does not matter. I love all of them just as much as the next person. So, yeah. I mean...
And I haven't had gay friends before. I've had one. He was bisexual, but I haven't had a full-on homosexual friend. But a lot of my friends now, they're open to that sort of thing.
Well, and that's the thing.
Now that's cool. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not open to it. I'm a straight male, but I mean, I don't have any problems with it. You know what I mean? It's just, it's how it is now, and I feel like eventually you got to accept it. And it's not that I'm saying that, oh, I have to accept it. It's just that, you know, I appreciate people fighting for what they believe in, and I appreciate, you know, and I want people to be together if they want to be together. You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right, and we'll go ahead.
I got this.
No, you're good. Well, because I mean, this just all goes in, ties in with your own beliefs. Really, you can't do anything about it, because you can't. If somebody is, what can you do about it?
Thanks, Llama.
You can't do anything about it. So we're gonna go into the next.
Chat was like, or guy or girl, I don't know. It was like, "You're hot, no homo." Can't even see my face, but okay. My voice is hot. I know it is.
Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on because we got multiple points we gotta cover.
I know. I just want to add one more thing to this homophobic thing.
Go ahead.
In this petition, it says, being uncomfortable with homosexuality does make you homophobic.
No.
That is complete bullcrap. That does not make any sense at all.
No.
Just because you're uncomfortable doing something doesn't mean that you're totally against it.
You're uncomfortable because you're not used to it. You've never been in that situation. That's just how...
And homosexuality is a recent thing, you know, throughout the years.
And I talked to you about
this before. Yeah, and now it's becoming more common, so of course there are going to be people that are not comfortable with it. You know what I mean? It's like if someone's making out right in front of you out of nowhere, you're like, whoa, hold up.
I was going to say, yeah,
you know what I mean?
whether or not it's this... It's like, it could still be a guy and a girl, and it's still kind of awkward because
I don't experience that every single day. It's not like I'm surrounded by a lot of people like that, and I'm not. And it's not that I don't choose to be surrounded I go to an art school. You know what I mean? Everyone.
You see a lot of things, don't you?
My painting teacher is gay. He's gay. And I mean, he's awesome, dude. He's so funny. And I don't have a problem. Even if he wasn't funny, I don't care. Like, it's just... I don't see it a lot. It's now that I'm, you know, being more exposed to it because of, you know, I go to an art school, and I feel like that's a good thing. But But yeah, I don't. That does not make sense. That argument about being uncomfortable makes you homophobic. That does not.
Now,
But anyway,
we'll continue.
on.
And now
I
another
digress.
thing with this is number 6, a video of Vic saying that he made a Holocaust joke and refused to apologize. Someone apparently got offended when a fan, you know, called him anti-Jewish.
It's just, yeah.
Now,
you go
understandable. You really shouldn't be speaking about past events like that bluntly.
No, but he wasn't speaking about past events.
I know. He wasn't directly talking about
he wasn't
the Holocaust.
indirectly. I mean, even indirectly, he wasn't saying about it. He just said Holocaust. There are two meanings of it.
Correct.
Like, you can search it up on Google. It's Holocaust, which is what he said. I'm gonna type it in right now. Holocaust. I know how to spell. Holocaust. It's funny when I type that in, the Holocaust comes up, but Holocaust definition: destruction or slaughter of a mass scale, especially caused by fire or nuclear war. The example it gave, a nuclear holocaust. And then there's the historical meaning, which is a Jewish sacrificial blah and blah and blah. You already know.
Right.
And he even blatantly said it, you know, in his apology statement and in the panel, that the video, you know, that's referenced in the petition, that, you know, he meant that, but he could have chose a better word.
Yes.
You know
correct.
what I mean? He could have. But like, people are blowing things out of proportion. Obviously, he did not mean the Holocaust.
Now,
Okay, so
don't get me
chill
wrong.
out. It's not like
Again,
people.
you should be refraining yourself from saying anything because yes, it doesn't matter how you put it. Somebody can take it offensively because of their past heritage.
I mean, yeah.
But
yeah, you're right. You're right.
again, that's my say on it because
Me game forever. What's up, man? Oh, you just came after watching his apology video? Oh yeah, that's right. The video, the panel.
video.
Well, it's there's a video. Yeah, the panel.
Right.
He starts off. I think it's Bach Anime. I think the convention is. Hey, what's up,
I was
Babel?
gonna say if you can do me a favor and bring that up because we can cover that.
Yeah, I'll bring that up.
We'll cover it
It's
towards the
pretty
end.
long though. He spends like 15 minutes talking.
Well, that's fine
But
because
throughout all of it, he's tearing up. He's crying, and he even said before, he's like, "It's gonna be tears, you know, throughout all of this," and you know,
because
not
we've
that.
got a lot of things to go over, so we gotta.
Copy link. I'll send this to you. So yeah, he's crying, like he's literally crying. Like you can see his tears.
And we'll cover that
You know,
towards
saying
the
all
end.
this stuff.
Now, to
But it's
continue, there's a lot of ideals thinking that he is sexually harassing people, which
Oh,
is
that's the
covered
big
in the
thing.
7th, the 8th, the 9th, and I do believe the 10th. I know the 10th.
That itself, that's the whole thing.
Now,
Like all these things we've been talking about, they started off as like, oh, you know, just add-ons, but this is like the big. This is the meat of
this
the whole
is
allegation.
Literally,
This
the
is what
center
everyone's talking
of the
about.
attention, because
is
not
why
only
he's doing
has this been apparently going on since what 2010,
Apparently since 2009, 2010, yeah.
and that's when the allegations originally started, and it's now
Around,
2019,
somewhere
so
that time.
9 years, 10 years,
Almost a decade.
almost a decade
Yes.
worth of allegations, which back then things were different. 10 years ago, it was different. Now,
yeah,
2019,
a whole lot different, dude.
there's so much change. A lot of people can't keep up, and a lot of people are changing to a way that, I mean, I don't even know what to say.
You don't know what to say.
I don't know about to say that one.
Well, let's start off with
I mean, let me read this.
just
through real
explaining,
quick.
you know, why.
Okay, hold on. Let me read these through to make these points.
Go ahead.
YouTube video of Vic kissing an underage girl without asking how old they are. Vic behaving in flirtatious slash sexual manners towards an underage girl. Vic kissing a girl who clearly doesn't want Vic's attention. And a blog that documents the experiences of anonymous underage girls who have been sexually assaulted by Vic and other people negatively. So
Okay.
that's a really nowadays that I mean I can't even go on the news without seeing a sexual case on it.
Yeah.
Because it's become more common, sadly, and it's become such a huge just problem that
it is a problem.
And I mean, I was just sitting at work doing my job one day, and I heard something about another allegation.
What was it?
It was an allegation on the guy. I think one of the actors that played in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I guess there was allegations on one guy. I mean, I don't know any details on that one right now because I haven't looked into it, but that's just what I've heard. Again, now the thing about allegations is that it's really, if you don't have proof, if you try, I mean, and there's also things saying right now, there's a lot of possible, what's the right word for it? Hold on. I have terrible knowledge sometimes.
Falsifications?
Yes, that's the thing I did send you earlier.
Yeah, you sent me that.
Evidence proving false allegations against Vic and people falsifying and plagiarizing, I guess.
Now, before we start, I feel like we should preface that he does kiss girls and hug them, and he's a touchy person. We should talk about that first before we continue.
Let me go ahead and bring it up because this relates towards his huge Twitter apology.
Go ahead.
And I have it up right here. And it says, "This is heartbreaking. Over the last few days, a number of comments and allegations have been voiced on social media. I'd like to share my thoughts. Homophobic? No. Some of my dearest friends are members of the LGBTQ community, including several that I brought into the production family on Star Trek Continues." Okay. I can't speak. It's cool. It's fine. He's talking about the whole Holocaust deal. His joke, quote unquote. He says, "I couldn't even grasp where I was coming until someone pointed me to a moment years ago where I was in a panel and referred a bunch of noise coming from another room jokingly as a Holocaust." Okay. But he said, "Could I have chosen better words? Sure. In retrospect, I could have. And, of course, I'm sorry that if he offended anyone." Okay. Now, this is the big point. It says, and I quote, "I sincerely apologize to any convention staff members that I've ever felt or I was any less of kind or grateful to be included in their event, unknown to other staffers, contractual arrangements, my bad, wow, made in advance in the cons, and especially not honored when I arrive, and I have made me frustrated. That, I mean, just that
it's not an
sucks.
excuse making anyone feel badly. Yeah,
I mean,
he goes
that's
on
a possibility.
saying,
He goes on with the whole...
I would also like to sincerely apologize to anyone who felt my interactions with them. A hug or a kiss on the cheek or forehead was crossing a line. Never in a million years would it be my intent to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Rather, it was meant to show gratitude or support. I come from an affectionately expressive family where such displays are commonplace, but I understand that not everyone feels the same way, hence I will not be interacting in the same way with my fans in the future. Understand this is the climate we live in, and this is how it has to be. To my fans who ask me for hugs, etc., I'm sorry, but please know that I am no less grateful to or supportive of you."
Right. And I mean, you gotta think, he was grown a different way. He was raised in a way that it was commonplace.
Yeah, I think he's like half French, I think, or something.
Now, nowadays, like again, with a high rise of allegations, and anything you can do could lead you to getting those allegations placed on you.
Yeah, we live in a society today where we're too careful. Like, I mean, obviously, we don't want these things to happen, right? As a society, as a culture, as a country, we don't want these things to happen, and we're trying to change them. But in between these changes, a lot of people are... I don't want to say getting the wrong idea, but
there's a slight loophole that people are just thinking that one little act could be this huge.
You have to be careful on
Problem.
what you want to change.
Not only
You have
what
to be
you
careful
have
on what
I
you
mean, it could just well
call,
how
like, you know,
how you speak,
sexual
how you
harassment.
just approach, how you, I mean, take
Yeah.
care of the situation or whatever.
Now, in regards of Vic, I mean, even before I knew about, because I've been, again, watching these panels for years, like, you know, I've known about Vic for a while.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even know he was under any allegations 10 years ago or whatever.
Right, and nobody really knew
no one-
until
I mean-
just this year.
I mean, people knew. It's just it
Not
went
a
away
lot.
because it wasn't such a big deal back then. You know what I mean?
Until
All these
now.
things, but now it's, you know, it's such a thing. It's come up. It's more serious. But what I was saying is that, yeah, I would watch these panels, not knowing that, you know, he was, you know, under all these allegations, and, you know, I would see him, you know, do the whisper in the ear thing as Tamaki from Oran, you know, and, you know, kiss, you know, the girls in their cheek or their forehead, never in the mouth, quote, and never in the mouth. He never did that in the mouth. I've never seen him do that in the mouth from all the videos that are being shown too.
Right.
That would be crossing the line. You know what I mean?
Right, and then
That would be like,
at that point, then we'd have
at that
a case.
point, then yeah, we got a problem. But hugging, yes. I just want to say, when all of this started, the allegations a few weeks ago, the biggest thing about sexual harassment was the fact that he was kissing and hugging. That's what was sexual harassment.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to yell at somebody briefly.
Oh.
DJ, why don't you be nice to me?
Huh.
This boy comes in my chat saying, "Hey, Silver, shut the F up." What? How rude can you be?
All right. Well,
Right,
he's our
either way.
friend, so
But
we know.
to
he's
finish this
a
up,
joke.
yeah, I know it is. So, to finish this up, he says, finally, any allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, or most disturbingly, pedophilia, are completely and utterly false. My heart weeps for anyone
They're
who
in
is...
caps, by the way. That's why he's reading it like that.
My heart weeps for anyone who endures a violation of this kind. So to be accused of harming others in any way, I have no words. Sincerely, Vic. I mean,
Okay.
having that said and done, I mean, the only thing, I mean, we have a few things, which is, I mean, we've seen the photos, we've seen the tweets, I mean, we've had other voice actors come up and protect them.
Yeah, Monica Rio. I'm throwing names out there because, I mean, out of videos covering this, it's not a secret anymore. You know what I mean?
You can
So
go
I'm
on
throwing
Twitter right
names
now
out
and
there.
look at all this up. I mean,
Well, she deleted her tweet, so I don't know why she did that, but she deleted everything.
it's probably
that
because she was
said.
getting whatnot
But
thrown at
she
her
got
too.
over 20,000 likes, so.
Well, I know, but you got a good majority of those people trying to diss and hate. A lot
Yeah,
of
but
this
you
is,
can
right
just
now is
ignore
hate
that.
speech.
You can just, you know, ignore it. And it's not like they're gonna stop because there's other tweets you can comment on,
Right.
and she'll still get the notifications. So it's not like the harassment is gonna stop.
I mean, I was on
and
Instagram
by the
earlier,
way,
and-
yeah. First, yeah, go ahead. Before
Sorry,
say
I
what I'm
apologize.
gonna say.
I mean, I was just on Instagram looking at a few things. And I guess it says Vic accused of harassment against many people, including Monica, which I don't know. Or how that's even possible.
I mean, we don't know except for them.
Right. But the thing was, what contradicts it wasn't Monica defending Vic?
Was she?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Because she only spoke up once, and it was to say that
Right, which
what she said.
that she was also in that scenario, I guess, in her own scenario, of course. But either way, we got anything last minute to say? Because do want to continue reading through the petition stuff.
Give me 1 second. I just want to say that all this harassment that's going on it really, like, on both parties, the kick Vic and the I stand with Vic parties, you guys gotta stop. Like,
Now,
death threats, especially to the people who are just death threats all around from both parties,
is
it's
one
crazy. First of all,
completely
don't do
inappropriate.
that, because that can end up being illegal.
It is.
And second of all, don't put yourself in that position. It's not smart.
First of all, the sad part is things have become so much easier with the internet being a thing, for easier communication, for easy access. People can
for
easily
easy, like, plots too, you know what I mean, for evil purposes.
right.
And security is tightened.
And some have
You know what
said
I mean?
that this could just be a huge ruse to get Vic shut down.
I mean, yeah, that's going around.
I mean, of course, all of it is
mean-
rumors right now. We don't know the truth.
I mean, I don't know how much I believe that, but
I don't know. Like I said,
I
don't believe much right now. I'm kind of just taking
most
in
of
all the
the
information.
voice actors that are, speaking up about all this stuff and going against him, or, like, quote unquote trying to get him down, I mean, they're all as successful as he is, you know what I
Right.
mean? So I don't see what they can, like, bringing him down. I mean, they can't be that dense to think that a hug to a fan and a kiss on a cheek and the forehead to a fan, even without their consent. First of all, let me say, all these videos I've seen of these girls being kissed or hugged, none of them said no. None of them said no. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not one of them went like, "Hey Vic, hi, I'm a big fan. Listen, I know you know, a touchy person, no offense, but I'm not really that comfortable with that kind of stuff, so can, not." And he, out of respect and out of everyone being there watching him, he has to say, under obligation, he has to be nice to you and say, "Okay, yeah, no problem, understood." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
A simple no could have stopped all these quote-unquote harassments, which I don't think these are harassments. I mean, come on, dude. How many times have you hugged? How many times have you kissed your family members and your friends? You know what I mean? I get this is a 50-year-old man doing this, but, like, he's doing it out of love. It's not like he's like, "Come over here," and kissing you like that.
Jesus
He's not
Christ.
doing stuff like I'm emphasizing a lot,
I got
but I'm
you.
just saying, like, he's not doing it very maliciously. He's doing it out of love, and you got to think his mindset too. Like, he never thought about being a voice actor,
Mhm.
and the life of an actor is very hard. It's very hard getting work because you're always competing with a lot of people, and it can be like a life of an artist, and I know that life because, I mean, I'm studying it right now. People say, "Oh, you can be a starving artist," which, means that, you can live check by check, almost being broke. And that's the same thing with acting. More so with acting because, you freelance with acting. And so when he got into this voice acting business and started doing really good, of course he started thinking highly of himself. I mean, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? I would be like, "Oh, man, I'm pretty good at this." If a lot of people are also saying that you're good at it, you would believe them, right?
Mhm.
Because who else are you going to listen to? And, just growing through all these years, being loved and adored by fans, dozens, thousands, probably even hundreds of thousands of fans. And, being, going to panels every time, meeting them, long lines, so much support. You would want to show some sort of, it's kind of hard at that point to hold back a hug. I mean, a kiss you can hold back, but, like, he is that type of person. And this goes back to the whole culture thing, the whole bringing up. I'm Dominican, and Dominicans and Hispanics, I should say I'm Hispanic, just to make it more general. Hispanics, we grew up the same way. That's our sort of hello to people, you know what I mean? And I told you this before, how I kissed that girl on the cheek, you know what I mean? I've kissed countless people who I didn't know on the cheek out of, like, a hello, respect, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a thing Hispanics do. We're like, "Oh, hello," on the cheek, and it's people have to understand that people are different. And of course, you know, you got to understand too, hey, maybe a kiss is going to be too much, you know, especially in the day and age we live in. You got to be considerate about that. And that's what I kind of go against with Vic, is that he should have probably thought things through like that. But I get, you know, getting into the moment and all that can kind of lead you into places. And since no one ever said no to him, you know what I mean? And no one ever brought it up being a problem before. You know, it's now that this is a major problem. You know, like, it's like that thing. Like, if no one tells you you're doing anything wrong, you're going to keep on doing it, right?
Right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix. That's the whole... our government is built on that. If it ain't broke, don't fix. So if no one's telling him, no, don't do this to me, he's not going to stop because he thinks that you guys are going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And obviously, since all the girls are like, like literally every single video I see of a fan being kissed, they're either smiling, maybe because it's awkward, but again, they could have said no. But most of them are just them giggling and laughing, like, oh, you know, fangirling to a 50-year-old man.
I mean,
nonetheless,
how
is that not weird?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I mentioned before that I met this guy twice. One at MegaCon, and just last year at SuperCon. And, I mean, he was paneling with the Ruby gang from Rooster Teeth, which now he has been fired, and apparently it was very unprofessional how they...
Very, very unprofessional.
How they went through that procedure, but...
My voice correct.
More on that later. Now, to continue, the other points that have been brought up were going on. Let's see. Another extremely detailed account for Vic groping fangirls.
Well, you know, that's the same thing.
Getting into a fight.
Touchy... Oh, the fight? I don't know about
that. Now, there was a video I seen, but it wasn't a fight. It was more of a verbal discussion that kind of got a little...
So an argument?
More of a... Yeah. It was that whole Christian verbal discussion that...
The guy literally... Whoever wrote this petition could have said argument. But they chose the word fight. As in... After saying groping fangirls.
And then it says, and getting into a fight. Which
so that would automatically make you think, oh, a fist fight.
Right.
Because the whole touchy thing. You see how people manipulate other people to believe what they want to believe?
And who knows?
That's
maybe there was one.
Believe but everything online.
Here's the thing: what we've seen, the only thing I could ever think of that has been released. There is a video of him going on about his Christian beliefs
to the protesters.
It was two protesters. Yes,
I saw that video. Yeah, that was, dude.
And
man. He was defending homosexuals, and he was defending all these anime fans who dress up the way they are and do the things they do. You know what I mean? And damn, I've never seen someone that's so passionate. You know what I mean? Take these guys, these protesters down.
Now, I mean, apparently now, number 12, one of an ex-moderators of Vic's fan club, said that he invited her to his room when she was underage. She wouldn't be the first person to say this, apparently.
Okay.
Number 13, another character description from a person who used to know Vic. Okay. And number 14, a journalist who has been friends inside Funimation lists the reasons why Vic is one of the most hated voice actors working for the company. Which, I'm very hesitant to believe that.
You could be, but I mean, it could be true. I mean, we're not.
I know, that's the thing. It could be true, but I'm very hesitant to believe that due to his upbeat personality and how he is. Yes, he's an actor. He could just be putting on that facade to just go.
I mean, also,
but,
you know,
I don't know.
People could be assholes. You know, that's a thing.
Well, yes, a lot of people are.
People could be mean. You know, it's a normal thing.
Believe me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you know, it's just the things that, you know, you get ticked off once in a while, especially with directors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Directors, they believe they know everything, which is why they're directing. And they mostly do know everything, but sometimes if you have the wrong director, it can kind of tickle you the wrong way, you know what I mean? And so you can't help but kind of argue if you need to, getting your point across. And as an actor, I mean, I've argued with my directors before, at school, where you shouldn't do because, you know, you're at school and you can get expelled. But you know, things that I don't think are, you know, how to portray a character, you know,
Right.
as an actor. It happens. And I'm guessing that's the only thing that can come up, you know, being a problem with working with Vic, someone might say, because there are a lot of salty directors out there who, if you talk to them the wrong way, they're like, hey, yo, don't hire this big guy, man. He's crap. You know what I mean? Like he talks back to you. He's very annoying. He's very don't hire him. And there are people like that.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, now to continue, it is just for clarification. I mean, you cannot interact physically, sexually, or have sex with a minor, even if they consented. A teacher,
I heard about that. Yes.
A teacher will back up the statement. Now, when he says a teacher, what? Like,
What?
he says a teacher will back up the statement.
Yeah, he could have chosen like a better word. He could have said an officer or
officials
legal,
or somebody.
a lawyer will back this statement up.
He says a teacher.
A teacher.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's
whatever.
okay. I mean, there are a lot of things
now,
wrong with this petition.
Right. And it says number 2 is being uncomfortable with homosexuality does not make you homophobic. Does make you homophobic. My bad. You can't say you like gay people and then choose to treat their sexuality as something offensive because that, I mean, has real negative consequences for gay people. I mean, you gotta think. People are allowed to do whatever they feel.
Does he even treat that as something offensive? I don't think he's ever done that.
I mean, I've never seen
from all the things I've seen, videos and stuff like that, and people's stories, he's never really blatantly like offend, like, you know what I mean, like try to offend,
right,
like homosexuality. I mean, the whole refusing to sign yaoi, that's
just his personal choice.
That might be offensive to the fan,
but it's his
they
personal
might be
choice
because they can't get their stuff signed by Vic. And
I mean, okay, you have other options. You could easily gone ahead and just bought one of his autographs. Boom, problem solved.
And also, I saw Lost Pause's video, and he even said, he brought up a good point on saying that.
I hate to interrupt you real quick.
Yes, what's going on?
Reading a comment says, Duke replies with a saying that says, "Take look, gents. I will watch the archive later, and I'm gonna yeet out of here."
Oh.
Have fun, Duke.
Bye, Duke. I love you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Continue though.
Hopefully you heard that. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so
you'll
Lost
hear it in
Pause.
the archive later.
He mentioned a good point and said that you know, at a con everyone is there. You know, there are a lot of kids and stuff. Maybe it's not the I mean, well, I don't think he said that about the yaoi thingy, but he did say that about people just asking straight up in his panels, like, "Oh, what do you think about gay marriage?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is just out of the blue.
Questions should be restricted.
I mean, freedom of speech,
I mean,
sure, but
yeah,
like,
you got your freedom.
we're all here to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's
such a serious topic, especially since it's political.
Well, yeah, no,
we all know that.
You're at
so
a
why
con.
Are you trying to bring
You're supposed to have fun, ask some questions about them, their career, their life. I don't know.
You could have gone to his autograph session and asked him personally instead of asking him in front of like hundreds of people. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's not, there's a time and place for everything.
And I mean, that's probably why he tries dodging the questions, because it could make him
because that's
awkward,
a professional thing to do, to dodge questions like that. You know what I
No.
mean? Because I mean, like, you're not, because any little thing you can say, people can pick it apart and, you know, use it against.
Again,
which is what's happening now.
The use of manipulation and people just trying to fabricate things.
Yes, there is that too. Apparently, you go ahead and speak on that because I didn't know about that.
I will get to that after I finish reading the last few. Now,
Okay.
the 3, 4, and 5. Holocaust jokes are wrong as told by a Jewish man, which, to be honest, they are inappropriate.
They are inappropriate.
I
mean,
will
it's
have
not
to
like
defend
I've never said a 9/11 joke in my life. So
nobody's innocent in that scenario.
one's innocent.
Everybody's made a bad joke, and I mean, it's sad, but everybody.
that's a humor. That's a kind of genre.
It's
now.
a
dark humor.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you can say that can be very dark. Believe me, I've heard so many dark things in my past.
One of my viewers commented, I know this is off topic, things to say, but I pulled 2 LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and 3 LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas.
Hey, listen.
First of all,
can you do me a favor and send me those LRs, please?
First of all, Abel, how did you do that? Because I mean, what?
What?
That's crazy. 3 LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas.
You know, I'm really
2
sad
LRs.
because I haven't even pulled a single LR in months. Let me just... I know this is completely off topic, sidebar conversation. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I haven't pulled an LR in months, man. I'm getting upset.
Hey, man.
But, alright, to continue... You did get off topic there for a minute.
And his
It's okay.
LR Gogeta is
Now,
rainbow dependent.
really, I'm upset even more than I was before. Okay.
Was I saying?
I don't
I was saying something.
remember.
I feel like I was.
I think you were.
Man, once I get distracted, it's like I lose my whole train of.
Yeah. I know how that is. But if you remember it, we can.
Oh, the 9/11 jokes.
Oh, the dark humor.
Yeah, the whole dark humor thing. Yes. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You know, I feel like these little things, like the whole Holocaust thing, and the, what else is there? The whole, you know, just the Yowie signing thing. Like these are just things people nitpick just to add on to things to blame him for. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. Because these are very, very like, they don't make sense. You know what I mean? This is just like, oh man, what else is there? What else can I, you know, accuse him of? Okay. You know, I over exaggerated there, but
very.
They're just, you know, they're taking things that aren't supposed to be offensive in offense.
Okay.
In an offensive way.
Now, number 4 bothers me slightly because they use it.
Oh
They
my
try
gosh,
to take
dude.
percentages. Like, you are trying to put this in the sense that
I've seen this in
mathematically,
all
this
over
is
Twitter.
correct.
All over Twitter, I've seen this as like an argument. And all right, so the whole it says only 2% of rape allegations turn out to be false.
Why?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. First of all,
No
why
one-
would you ever bring anything mathematical into something that serious?
No, I mean it makes sense to do that because I mean it's a serious topic and that's a serious.
I understand, but when
sort of
you
backing.
honestly, I personally believe if you bring in some kind of mathematical, I don't know, anything, really, percentages, I feel like it's starting to look down. I don't see it being correct because yes, there's a chance that things could go bad, things could get, you know, be false. I mean, I don't know. I just, when people bring in percentages, I just feel like it makes it less accurate.
I feel like what you're trying to say is that, well, let me say what I was gonna say.
Okay.
That so, I've seen all of this. This whole thing about, oh, that the percentage of women that were raped or sexually harassed, those numbers are high. So that means that all these stories are true. Like I've seen that. Like the argument was that, hey, how do you know that all these stories are true? People lie. You know what I mean? People hate Vic as a person. So obviously there are going to be people who make stuff up. Probably most of these things are made up. Probably. I mean, no one's saying that they're not. No one's saying that they are. We're just throwing it out there as possibility because it could be a possibility.
I mean, for what it is.
If it is a possibility, if it's fake, I mean, look at all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he's been fired from a show in Funimation. He's been fired from Rooster Teeth. He's been canceled from numerous of conventions.
I mean, again,
and if
he was supposed to come down.
Now, if all of
again,
these were
and
false,
he's no longer there,
then I'm pretty sure they would hire him back again.
Oh well,
But,
I mean, it would take time, and
Yeah, it would take time, but he would be. But I mean, look, I'm not. The whole thing about shutting down these people that are coming out saying these stories, I get it. It's wrong. You should never shut down anyone that wants to talk about a story that they deem worthy. I said this on my Twitter thing too. You know what I mean? If they have a story to share, by all means, share it. You know, consider it. Don't go ahead and be like, oh, you're just making this up. All right, you should die. Don't do that, because I mean, that's the main reason why why women don't speak out in the first place when they get raped or when they get sexually harassed or when anyone gets sexually harassed, is because people do that to them and they feel self-conscious about it, and they're like, well, no one's gonna believe me anyway, you know, and they start getting sad, and it makes sense, you know what I mean? And so just don't do that. You know, that's crazy. But the whole don't also say that, oh, a lot of they're essentially saying that, oh, the numbers of women being raped and sexually harassed are really high. So yes, mathematically, theoretically, yes, most of these stories, if you tie it to the records, are true. But that's not, I don't feel like that's what they're saying. I feel like what they're saying is they're true because of the stats, which is totally not true. You know what I mean? Like, that does not make sense.
Right.
They could be true. It's a possibility because of the stats. That's
but,
what
I
they
mean,
should have
even
said.
at this given point in time, we would have no given evidence. People have apparently
we don't
come
know.
forward, but how?
Like,
I mean, how accurate? How?
And I mean, yeah. How can there be evidence too of someone being raped? I mean, like, it's not like there were videos. I mean, you want a video of a person being raped? You know what I mean? To like,
I mean,
will that satisfy your needs of it being
necessarily
evidence?
what I was going for, but
you know what I'm saying. Is,
I know what you mean.
Kind of hard,
but it was more of like
in general.
People, video footage from like cons or maybe text messages or like how people have been going on putting things together, and how these new recent ideals of just people making fake texts or
read that. Hold on.
I'll get to that.
Actually, I want to read it. Huh? I'll read it now.
But let me go ahead and finish this up real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Apparently, this guy is neither confirming or denying all the allegations, but at the bottom it says, please hold celebrities accountable for their actions and put the safety of underage females and gay fans first. Yes, okay, but that
Wait, where do you see that?
It shows it up at the bottom. It says Vic shouldn't be allowed to be a member of the free cast or attend conventions if he poses a threat to minors who are free target audience. Funimation can hire whom they want, but they should take welfare of their customers and consumers and customers into consideration when hiring staff. I mean,
I'm pretty sure when they hired Vic, I'm pretty sure they didn't. That he was.
You can hire anybody.
It's not like
You have no idea of their true intents until something like this happens, and then these allegations rise. You also can never know.
I kind of like it how a lot of these people were kind of making it seem like he's like all these people you hear online or like in the news.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if he was that, then he would have been arrested by now. You know what I mean? Like, all these other people would have, which they were. Like, that guy from High School DxD, right? It was just child pornography. It was just that.
I was going to say.
And people keep that secret, dude.
Which,
it's not like sexual harassment where that happens
has
out
been
in
a
public.
case in Funimation's history, though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it has been a case with one voice actor. I cannot remember his name right now, but it was the guy that played Issei from High School DxD.
No, that's what I just said.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
That it sucks.
Yeah,
it's
but
sad.
You know, what I'm trying to say is, because you know they're all making it seem like he's this criminal out on the loose, and they haven't caught him yet. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's true, because if that was true, if he was like any other pedophile, any other rapist, any other sexual harasser, he would have been arrested by now. There would have been calls, you know what I mean? There would have been records. There would have been records. People, they've been getting arrested already. It's not like it's that easy to get away with it, because you see it all the time in the news of people being caught.
Again, you can't go a day without looking at the news and seeing something in that case. It doesn't have to be just...
There's always at least one.
I mean...
in every, like, 3 newses.
Well, I mean, I can't even say that. You could just click on the news on any station, and then you can hear something about it.
What I'm trying to say, it's a thing. It's occasion.
And sadly, nowadays, it's more common.
More often than not. You know?
But
so if he was this kind of person, I feel like they would have, you know, fired him a long time ago, and things would have gotten out way more seriously, you know. They caught this guy who had the child pornography, and people keep that secret. So I mean, why haven't they caught Vic? Why is he still on the run? Why is he still working? He goes to panels, dude. He's an actor. He shows himself. It's not like he hides.
I don't see him doing much, if anything. I mean, like I said, even the cons that he was supposed to go to down here, he's no longer going to. He's been completely ripped off. He was supposed to come to Anime NYC. He's been completely ripped off of all conventions right now. I mean, this man has a possibility of losing his job right now. Yes, it sucks, but until these allegations are cleared, we have no say. We can't do anything. Either somebody has to fess up for doing a wrongdoing, whether it be Vic or the fans, I don't know.
Or this needs to be brought to court so that he can get his jobs back.
Right. And you mentioned yesterday as well about not only Vic, but Todd.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Todd Habercorn.
Well, I mean, that's not as serious, because he already denounced it and everything's okay now.
But he was
also just that one person.
But it mentioned about the whole court thing, which could lead to a possible thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That Vic and Todd are deciding to take this into court.
Which
not the allegations, but like the whole, I think him getting fired from all this stuff without actual evidence.
Well, you know, and that leads to the whole, you know, maybe even Rooster Teeth and whatnot releasing him poorly. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, as a huge Ruby fan, one of my favorite characters being Crow, voiced by Vic, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, it sucks. He's probably never going to be back there. I've met the whole cast of Ruby. Everybody
got to see him before he went.
I mean,
yeah.
Alright, either way, I'm starting to stutter. Let me go ahead and continue to this one point about a video that was popping up, which is, and how this video goes, is a summary of new evidence proving false allegations against Vic. Now, how true it is, I'm not sure, but there's a slight synopsis of how it's going to be. I'll read it off. I had the video linked in the description if you want to go check it for yourself, to just get more information, analyze it, see what your guys' thoughts are. I mean, it goes on saying, let's see, Casey exposes Anime News Network for using an image of her and Vic, saying that she consented to the hug and the kiss on the cheek. Her parents were also there, and is a huge fan of Vic, and doesn't support the whole campaign against him. Right, which
him kissing her on the cheek, and people were like, "Oh, look at her face. She's obviously not enjoying it."
And I have the photo here.
Picture. Let me see it. Send it.
I have it shown right now.
Picture. Well, I can't see it. You should send it.
I already did.
You did?
Yes.
You sent it.
Chris, I sent you everything before we started.
Oh, that one.
That photo. That was a photo.
Girl?
Right. This is a photo, which leads into the next part of people falsifying, which does not necessarily mean anything.
Oh, I was talking about the wrong photo. Sorry.
I don't know. This is one.
But then I heard also on that the person who came out. So there was another photo of Vic kissing this girl, on the cheek, and her face was just like so bland. We're looking at the camera. Like she was kind of smiling. It was kind of like a Mona Lisa smile. But people were like, "Oh, look at her face. She's obviously not enjoying it." But then that girl came out and said, no, I asked him to kiss me. You know?
Man, that's the sad part. Like, people are trying to twist this, and then you got people actually coming out saying and defending him that it never went down like that.
Yeah, it's just very hard to believe anyone.
Now,
because without evidence, the whole thing is it's obvious.
Right. I mean, all we have right now is just scattered information that we trying to piece together to have our own opinions on. Nothing is really going to be done until something comes up that deals with Vic or the ones that originally just have a say in this. But that's if only they show up and come out.
I also kind of find it funny how Vic said his apology. You know what I mean? He said what was on his mind.
Right.
Right.
And he came out with it. And
he
it wasn't
came out on panels and stuff. Like, he even cried. But yet there's people
I still want to get to that video.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So, I mean, we'll get to that in a second, but continue.
Yeah. So, he's saying he's expressing everything. Apparently, he's telling the truth, right? He's telling the truth. We don't know, obviously. But how much I am willing to bet my whole voice acting career.
Oh, jeez.
As if I have a career already.
Oh, no.
But I bet I'm 100% sure that if he ever came out and said that, yes, all these allegations are true, people would be like, I believe him, I believe him, I believe him, right? But once he says, oh, I didn't do it, people are like,
something's not right here. There's not something that it's not making
so obviously
sense.
There are people who are just not satisfied unless it goes the way they want.
Now, apparently there was also one of proof of voice actors having bias against Vic and motive to have a personal vendetta against him and want to root his career.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't really agree with. I
mean,
really understand.
I don't know how.
When I saw the video, he didn't really back it up, the evidence. He just kind of showed everyone kind of bombarding him with tweets.
Right.
Which, I mean, doesn't really mean anything.
That's just a lot of people being
all he showed
hateful.
Was Monica Rios' tweet and Christopher Sabat sort of defending her.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw J. Michael Tatum, which is the voice actor. Do you know who that is? He's the voice actor of Sebastian from Black Butler, and
slightly.
He's also he's that one dude from Oran. He's been in a lot. He's Scar in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay. He's been in panels with Vic. You know, I guess he was considered his friend because I've seen them together a lot. Sorry, my mic. But he was like, I support, you know, all these stories, you know, which I mean I shouldn't have not said that as an example because that doesn't. He's against Vic. It just means that, like how I said before, you should support these stories because you never know who's telling the truth. You know what I mean? With these rape, sexual harassment allegation. What is your opinion on that? The whole agreeing with these stories, even though you don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not agreeing with any of it.
I mean,
because
sort of
what I'm doing right now, because like I said, I've looked up to this guy. I don't want to believe there's something wrong, that he did something wrong, but you've also got to take in that consideration, because what we're doing right now is all I'm just doing is trying to read up enough information to see if I can piece up my own theory.
Yeah. By the way, we are stating our opinions, but most of the evidence we're taking from or whatever mostly everything we're talking about right now other people have said,
right,
and it's online
again,
and we're just trying to put knowledge behind it.
Take
you know what I mean?
Anything and everything that's from the internet true. Again, just trying to voice my opinion in the matter.
Yeah, we're just trying to.
I don't want to come down to a conclusion. I don't want to say I'm defending Vic, and I don't want to say
I feel
I'm
like the fact
Vic.
that we even have to preface anything by saying this is our opinion, don't get triggered, just shows where we are right now as a culture.
Right, because people are getting easily offended.
Like, can I not just say what I want to say?
And I mentioned it, and I could be blunt right now if I really wanted to. A lot of people nowadays are fairly soft. Most people
Yes.
kind of run and try to hide behind the internet because the internet is now the common scapegoat. Because you could just hide behind it and not really
You
get
can
in
do
trouble.
anything in the internet and not get in.
You could be anonymous the whole time.
Yeah, Vic Mignogna is the Broly. He is Broly's voice actor. Yeah.
He's also
Which he might lose. He might lose that role.
yeah, I know. Which
And I will be upset with that. If
I'm sorry.
he
Like,
shouldn't lose any work because of this until he goes to court and settles this. After that, I feel like it's a professional thing
I
to
mean,
do.
again, especially if
You
it
know.
goes to court, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Well, yeah, you are.
That's
But
just
that's
how
not what
court
I'm saying.
works.
I'm saying
But
that,
in
you
this
know.
case scenario, he hasn't done anything, and all it is he's losing everything because of all allegations. Yes,
Ah.
very serious allegations.
And there are people saying that, oh, innocent until proven guilty is only a court matter. It doesn't mean that I can't, that we can't say our story that it wasn't true. That's not what we're saying. What some people are saying, and what we're saying right now. What we're saying right now also is, okay, innocent until proven guilty is only a court's matter, but it's still very unprofessional for, I mean, I guess it's inappropriate behavior. Monica Rial said this, that a company can fire someone for inappropriate behavior.
Which, even without reason, you can be released because you are
that
a
makes sense.
menace
So,
to the company and could have further actions done.
yes, because they never know. So,
By the way, welcome back, DJ.
oh, hey. So yeah, that. But I don't know that much about what Rooster Teeth's sort of.
And I don't either. And truly, I kind of want to see if I
matters
can
for,
find
like-
anything up right now.
Yeah, try to find something, because I mean, I don't know if they released him because of the allegations or because of that. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that Funimation released him from that show because of, I forgot the show's name, but they released
Ruby?
him. No, Funimation Ruby? No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
The
Rooster Teeth. My
Funimation
bad.
show.
Funimation show. The one that he was recently released from.
I forgot it. But anyway, I'm 100% sure that Funimation released him because of the inappropriate
It
behavior.
was Mono. I am not even gonna try.
It
butchering
doesn't
that.
matter because I do not even know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Funimation fired him from that, and will probably continue firing him because of, inappropriate behavior. Because Monica Rial said it, and she's up there in the
Lord.
Funimation places. I'm pretty sure she has some saying too.
Now, this firing comes after several dozen at least accusations of sexual misconduct and have surfaced and added to the allegations of a decade old.
So it's the allegations they're going by.
Correct. And it says
That's
the majority of the conventions Vic has gone to be a guest at have been pulled their invitations, and several people have gone to the industry. Now
Now the
let's talk-
conventions, I can see why.
Right, because
Because they are allegations and you never know. So you want to keep the people safe. So I understand.
okay,
why
here's a
they
comment
did
right here.
that.
Yes, it says, "Gotta love how quickly you lose your livelihood and job because of allegations, and again, no one defends oneself. Instantly crucified." That's just a comment. Again, people are defending him, people are going against him. It really doesn't matter because there is no evidence.
People think there are evidence too.
I mean, I don't know at this point. It's just getting to the point that
Even the stuff you sent about the whole Facebook thing about them wanting to Photoshop that one picture to make him look bad, that could be fake.
well, yeah, that could be fake too. But
You know what I mean?
anything's
All
a
of this could be
possibility.
fake.
All of this
We're
could be a
living in
ruse.
virtual. What is that Rick and Morty thing?
Oh, I have
We're
no
living in a
idea.
simulation inside of a simulation.
Jeez.
Oh, Rick. Yeah, he got fired from Escrow from Ruby.
Yep.
The awkward Lord.
I saw this
Hey,
article.
David is on my stream too. What's
He
up?
says, "Bruh, Broly's English voice actor got fired as." Boy, that's who we're talking about.
That's
the
there's some
DJ
people came out and said that they wanted to hug him too. Yeah, and the whole thing is that I can't really sit well. This is I'm really going back. I can't sit well with the whole kissing and hugging someone being sexual harassment. I mean, that's not the first thing I think of when I think of sexual harassment. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That shouldn't even be a thing to like get all upset about, considering that there are people out there literally committing crimes like rape and way more serious things than a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the forehead, and a hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like when you put it next to like that kind of stuff and they're actual being pedophiles and criminals out there, it's kind of like, okay, why are people bringing this up? Like, that's not bless you.
Sorry.
That
Apologies.
is not sexual assault, in my opinion. You can beg differ, but
Okay.
I feel like it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to sit down for a minute. We're going to just stop talking.
And bring in Vic Mignogna. We had him here in the call, though. Imagine.
How can I?
Hey, guys.
No.
Yeah,
I had the video pulled up. And we can play it right now so I can have a better idea on how emotional and the apology, how it goes about the allegations. Because
It's a long video, my dude.
It's at 11 minutes.
Link it. I feel like everyone's seen it.
I haven't.
You can just search it up on YouTube. You can watch it, right? But I'm gonna keep on talking. If you want to mute me, you can.
Well, I necessarily don't want to, because that just kind of defeats the purpose. But
that's true.
So, if you want to do yourself a favor, and we could just sit here for a few minutes and go through at least a few minutes of it.
All right. Well, I mean, hold on. Let me get I have the video right. If you guys wanna, I'm gonna link the video.
I could be entirely wrong about pronouncing the name, but I apologize.
I'm gonna link the video
Speaking of that.
in the chat. If you guys want to watch along with us, we're gonna be counting down.
I do have it on my stream open right now.
Okay, so he has it on his stream open. You guys can go watch it there if you want, on in real time. But I'm ready when you are. Let's get it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click.
You better.
I already saw this, by the way.
And I learned something, and I wanted to share it with you. As long as I've been doing events, which is a long time, I've always been very demonstrative. Hug everybody, you know what I mean? That's just always.
By the way, guys, watching on my live stream right now, and also if anyone's watching this as a video, I'm watching the video. I put the link in the description so you guys can watch it too.
And I'm doing the same thing.
That's why there's silence.
It's a way of saying thank you and expressing kindness and appreciation and warmth and support for a lot of people that can use
Support.
it. You know what I'm talking about when I say that.
And he's getting all...
But here's what I've learned.
That's a good point when he brought up
Mm-hmm.
about people needing that in their lives because they know they need it.
Just because 1,000 people want to hug doesn't mean everybody does. And I got really lazy. Over the
You can
years,
hear
I
it,
got
Lauren?
really lazy.
Through
And I
my
got used to
microphone?
being the same
Actually,
person all
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
time. And I was
up it so you guys can hear it.
to the fact that there could be people out
Oop,
there that
hold on, pause the video.
Pause it.
I did just get a comment saying, and if I'm mispronouncing your name, I do apologize. Zelius? Hilius? I do
sorry.
apologize. I am
I'm
very
sorry
terrible
on
with reading sometimes.
your behalf.
Yeah,
because of
thanks.
him. Yeah.
Now, he or she, I cannot say, says, and I quote, "It also worth mentioning that Vic is apparently now seeking legal action against Rooster Teeth, Funimation, and I think Anime News Network, filing a lawsuit for defamation,
Defamation, yeah.
Yep, and harassment, which
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Which
Which is a good
I
thing. 'Cause
believe it.
things need to be settled.
Right.
And there are, I mean, wasn't there There's a video that guy saying that the person came out and saying that these anime news networks are misconstruing things and putting things the way they want to see it.
A lot of those websites are just bogus. A lot of things just causes a lot of false, fake information anyways.
So, yeah. I have no doubt that Vic might win this lawsuit or court case if he does go with it. Because, I mean, maybe not for Funimation so much, because I get why they released him. And it makes sense, you know what I mean? And we talked about this already. But
again, hold on. I do apologize for the butchering of the name.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I have terrible. Sometimes I just can't speak, and sometimes I can't even read. It's bad.
Oh man.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know, but I do apologize if I did get it wrong. But all right, continue. Sorry.
Oh. Okay. But yeah. What is? I don't know. It's weird. I heard. Wait, what is that?
What?
Someone watching a movie very, very loudly in the.
Somebody watching a movie?
I don't know.
Either way.
Heard some instrumentals. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of see him winning this. Because, you know, it's. I mean, apparently, I heard from someone who apparently studied law enforcement that they can use all these stories that people have been saying as evidence for consideration, of course, because we don't know if it's true or not. People could be lying. But they could use it as evidence towards him or against him. So again, it just comes down to the whole, like, we don't know what's gonna happen, and people are making a really big fuss out of this, and I get it. I feel like a lot of us think that we can bring in justice after all the movements we've started, and
right, but everybody's way of trying to get justice is different.
not everything can change because you change, and you know what I mean. There are things that are gonna work, there are things that are not. You know what I mean? Just because other movements work, and we were able, we're millennials, right? Millennials started the whole, you know, the prohibiting gun, the whole gun control thing. We're the ones that are. What? There is a Chryss in my chat.
Wait, what?
There's a Chryss in my chat, like spelled the way how I spell it, but with a capital CH. He said hi. He or she said hi. Hi. How's it going, Chryss? Or should I say, Chryss?
Oh crap! I just opened the Premiere. Whoopsie.
Oops. That's.
Oopsie.
Yeah. So wait, what was I saying? You see, oh my God, I'm pretty sure I have short-term memory because I cannot remember anything that I get distracted from. I was talking about the whole thing about court case. I was talking about. What the heck? All right, there is literally someone playing something. My dad has guitars. He's probably playing that, but it just got louder. I was like, what? He's pretty good, man. Just chilling, watching the stream. I love how casual he's not even explain. All right, it's funny. I literally forgot what I was talking about.
Oi, mate.
So go ahead. Do you have anything to say? Or we're gonna continue watching the video. I think
we're gonna continue watching it. Yeah, we're gonna continue with that in a moment. When we're gonna continue watching. Let's not do that. I almost just doubled myself by accident. That could have been terrible. All right.
I literally forgot what I was talking about. Wow.
It's fine. We'll come back to it if we can.
Pretty sure I'll remind myself.
Right,
by the way, I feel like I should, for people watching on my end, I should kind of narrate what's going on here and there.
Right, because if you guys,
so that there's no
on my perspective, you guys can actually see the video and how I have my setup right now.
Yeah, if you guys want to go over to Jarev's channel, it's in the card up above in the description below. He's playing the video right now, and you can just see it in real time. And then you guys can come back to my channel.
ha
Anyway,
ha.
what time are you on?
I'm 128.
Ah, damn it. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm ready.
Ready? All right. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, click.
And
We started.
it has
Yep.
never, ever been my intention to offend or hurt anyone.
There's another Chris. The way I spell it now. What the heck? Hello?
It has never been my intention or desire to offend
I mean, I don't
anyone.
mind. It's not like
And I
copyrighting
would
the
like
name.
to
It's
think
my
that
name.
Tens of thousands of people that I've met over the years know that.
It's just a play on my name.
But there are people that don't want that kind of interaction. And I have not been sensitive to them. I see that. As
So
I
he's saying that
reflected.
he's not been sensitive to people who, you know, he hasn't been thinking it through
Mm-hmm.
about being
Voice
touchy.
actors are no different than you are.
And the voice actors are
We're
no different than
bozos.
everyone.
I mean, honestly,
Bozos.
we're just dumb humans trying to do our best. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get along in the world, and we stumble and we fall, right? How many of you know that you do that?
How's it going,
How
Chris?
many of you would pray to God that somebody didn't follow you around every minute of the day with a camera and log every dumb thing you ever did or said? You know what I mean?
I'd have 24 hours worth of footage of dumb things every day.
I am a work in progress.
He's
Just
a work
like
in
you.
progress, he said. And yeah, I mean, we
And
all,
I've made some mistakes that
we're
I
not
regret.
perfect.
I've never meant any harm to anybody. All of my gestures of you know, of hugging somebody for photos or kissing somebody on the forehead, you know, or the cheek is, in my mind, at the moment, was a sign of appreciation and kindness.
And that's what I
warmth.
thought. So pretty much what he said
But
was,
it was wrong.
for people watching on my end,
really wrong
is that,
for you to assume.
doing the whole touchy kissy thing, it was sort of a way for him to show
profoundly
gratitude,
sorry
you know?
To anyone out there.
And he
That
never
I-
thought, you know, that it would offend
That was
anyone.
never my intention.
And I'll talk more about that later after the video's done. I just want to narrate it.
Somebody sent me something I wanted to share with you that was really, though no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending.
That's a nice
Now,
quote.
That is.
I hope
Quote was,
that I can have
no one
the
can go back
opportunity
and
to
make a brand new
amends
beginning,
to people
but
that I've
everyone,
offended
anyone
somehow or hurt.
can
That has never been my intention or desire.
go and make a brand
but I
new and
recognize that I need
pretty
to
much
be
fix
sensitive
themselves.
To all, there are a lot of different people in this room. Am I right? Lots of different people. All of you have your own histories, your own heartaches, your own failures and flaws.
Oh,
your-
wait a
your own
minute. Yes, of
strengths
course you hear the video.
skills.
My desktop audio is
and we're all
on.
different. And I
Narrating
made
like
the
an
mistake
idiot,
of
not realizing that obviously you hear it.
accent,
Oh my god, dude.
Good job,
and I
bud.
am profoundly
You know how like
sorry.
people embarrass themselves on stream? Yeah, this is my moment.
And I would
Yeah.
like to ask
YouTube fails, anybody?
that I
YouTube
may
fails?
have
Someone
to
make a
accept
compilation,
my sincere
please.
apology and know that I have learned
That's so freaking stupid.
from my reflection during this time, I have learned that I need to alter the way I engage with people.
I was like, how can you hear it, Lauren?
And it's difficult sometimes, you guys, because when 100 people come up and
Stupid.
ask for a hug,
Okay.
you start assuming that the 101st one wants one too. And it doesn't work
Yeah.
that way. You know what I mean? But you get lazy. You just get used to it.
Didn't I say that
was my
before?
fault.
You did.
That you get
I'm
used to
certainly
it
not,
and it's like
you know,
everyone
Not perfect.
loving
by
you
any
and stuff like
means.
that?
I've been very blessed to have a career in this field and to do a lot of great shows, and I'm so blessed. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for that. But I'm just a dumb guy like you, just trying my best, you know? And
Dude,
and
we're
trying to-
all dumb, man. We're trying to
my
find
best.
what...
So I want to apologize. If there's anyone in here, I don't know, if there's anyone in here that ever had an uncomfortable moment at my expense, I am so sorry. Was never my intention. Do you hear me? I mean, I want to make sure I'm communicating to you clearly.
He's acting, obviously.
No, this is
Nah, I know he's actually crying. At this point in the whole argument,
And
say
it's-
that he's faking this, it's very pitiful.
now
Doesn't make
we're gonna pause it right there
Okay.
because, I mean, at this point, I'm not ready to tear up. I feel bad for him.
I really do feel bad for him
Now,
at this point.
again, right now with everything being said and done, you can't have, we still have no idea.
Yeah, we don't.
But, I mean, that's what time is going to have to bring us. We're going to have to wait in order to get results. And especially if he's planning of taking this to court now.
Mm-hmm. And
Now, the
about
only thing-
waiting until getting results, that goes for everything too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Any movement, anything, homosexuality, making it seem comfortable for people, that's going to take time too.
And yes,
And there are
it's
a lot
a
of
learning
people that
curve
feel
right
like,
now.
you know, it should happen automatically. Like, oh, it's a thing, you should like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did I tell you about the story about the I hate saying this, like the homosexual I met,
Mhm.
but you know, I met a homosexual man in the train. I was in the train and he was there. I went into the train and he was yelling. He or she was yelling, I should say. They were yelling. I don't know their pronouns because I didn't ask, but they were yelling to this Hispanic woman that I mean, I wasn't there for, you know, for the exchange, but apparently from what they were saying was that she was sort of just staring and looking, and so I guess they took offense to that and they started yelling, saying like, who the hell do you think you are judging me? Okay?
Now, there's a word
Like-
for that is become more of a common phrasing for it,
And
which
he's
is
cursing.
people that think that they're entitled to let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
People are feeling just being entitled to having whatever they want or whatever they think that is right. Basically, let's just say they're kind of stuck up.
So is it like people believe that whatever
Whatever
they
they
believe
think?
should be the norm?
Correct.
I can see how you can say that.
And it's
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot in today's.
you could have this one person on the side of the road and you can, you know, chat and then have a dispute. And then all of a sudden, he thinks everything that he says is right. When in reality,
Yeah.
that's not the case.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know. Maybe
But
it's
yeah,
just
so
people
they were just
entitled.
cursing this poor woman out, and sure, maybe she was being judgmental, and you shouldn't be, but you shouldn't also, if you're trying to show that homosexual people are just like how everyone else is, and that we should feel comfortable being around them. You know what I mean? Or around you. You shouldn't say it. You shouldn't scream at people and emphasize your thoughts like that. You should say it nicely, like a normal person. You know,
You
so
can
therefore,
easily
she
avoid.
I'm pretty sure she left the train thinking like, oh, they're all like that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like taking the situation and talking to her and being like, not all of us are like this.
And
you know,
again,
just
all it
explain to her,
takes
like,
is
a nice
one
way.
person to start raising their voice or creating an uproar, and then a lot of people are gonna have the wrong idea.
Mm-hmm.
They could
And
either
that's not all of them, obviously. Not all.
right, but a good majority of nowadays people, they just want to go ahead and start verbal conflicts.
Verbal abuse. That's what
That's
it's called.
really it is.
So yeah. He could have, I mean, they could have chosen for that woman to leave the train with a whole new thought process on homosexuality and, you know,
Voice
stuff
crack.
like that. Thank you for pointing it out, like if it
No
wasn't
problem.
obvious.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks. That's why I have you here.
Yep. It's my purpose in life. man.
Or they could have, you know, chosen for her to just leave with a bad impression. Thanks, Chryss. I know I had a voice crack. People in my chat are saying it. I voice crack, okay? Jesus.
Listen, I made a thing from a while ago. This is completely a side conversation.
No, even I told you that.
But he told me that if he ever voice cracks, that I have the ability to point it out as much as I want.
Yeah, and you can make fun of me for it because it's funny.
Yeah,
okay?
It's a joke. It's a gag joke. I mean,
See,
it's funny.
I don't take offense. Let me stop saying that loudly. But I don't take offense. I'm a very chill guy.
That's
yeah,
why you
that's all
should
I had to
subscribe
say.
to him.
Yes, actually, that's pretty. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. You make a good point.
It's the only point I'm ever gonna put out there, my guy.
Oh man. All right. I feel like we should close this off.
I'd say we finish this video, put our last thoughts in.
Yeah, put our last thoughts in. You
And
go
then we
first
can
because I've
end
been
there.
talking a lot.
But I mean, where you at in the video?
I'm at an hour 30, so half.
No, not the stream. The actual video. Did you?
Oh,
already
you're
post that?
talking about that video. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say. I'd say we
yeah, an
finish
hour and
that
a half.
off.
No, I'm just joking. 6 minutes 40 seconds.
Oh, cool. Good timing because we're both there. All right.
We're
We're gonna finish this video, put our last thoughts in, and then we're probably gonna end this podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
Oh God.
Chryss, you should sub to me because I'm Chryss
And me too.
Say this because I don't
Yeah, and
want-
Jared too.
Again, I don't want
He's in the card
any
and the
of this to
description.
be negative.
This video will be in the description if you guys want to go watch it later on your own,
Any kind of claims
without
of
the interruptions.
assault
After a stream, of course.
or or I even want to use those words, molestation, or abuse. No. And my heart hurts for the people that actually have been, and my heart hurts for anyone
Oh, yeah.
who feels that.
Definitely.
I am mortified to think that I would have made somebody feel that way. And in our current setting,
Hi, Chris.
you have to be more
Hi.
careful.
Other
right?
one.
And I'm just a
He's in your
dumb old
stream?
man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Chryss infestation is
I've
spreading.
been doing this so long.
It's gonna be a thing.
And like
Watch.
I said, when you get
It's gonna be an army of
affirmation from
Chrysses.
so many people, you start to believe it. Does that make sense? When 500 people walk up and tell you how much they love you and appreciate your work, you
I
start
said
to
that.
believe crap.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
you
start
see?
to assume,
I mean, I even said that I
"Oh,
respect
she liked
him.
me and they all liked me, so she probably likes me too. No,
No,
maybe
he's
not,
very respectable
right?
because he works
Or
hard.
She's different. She deserves
So we'll,
the
you know,
respect
the final thoughts,
of having
talk
her
about
own right, of having her own space and her own opinions, and she may be different, and that's where I've really messed up.
There's another Chris.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's spreading.
Guys, let's give a hand to Vic. Vic was here talking.
I also want to ask you really quickly, any
That's good.
a bright spot in
Oh,
the darkness.
I
does
see.
the,
Star
The
Trek.
Star Trek thing.
I also want to say, any of you that are fans that have been supportive, you have no idea how much I appreciate that. But I don't want you to be the subject of hatred and anger as well, just because you're trying to stick up for someone. I wouldn't want that for you. So thank you for those of you that have been kind and supportive, and it really breaks my heart when I hear that somebody tried to speak words of positivity and say, hey, I've known this guy, I've seen this guy 10 times over the last years, and he's always been nice and kind, and I watched him interact with 500 people in an autograph line, and I mean, it seemed fine, and then those people get attacked because they're trying to be supportive. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anybody. And I can't even speak to why some people would say the things they say. You guys probably have some ideas of your own about why some people say things online, you know, and you know, put stories out there. All I know is that I am profoundly sorry. Profoundly sorry if any of my actions.
And I believe it. Because at this point of the game, you know what I mean?
If you know
He has to be sorry. Even
like,
if he did do it or not.
That one of those people, please extend my sincerest apologies. And I'm going to do better. If I have the chance, if I'm able to continue, I intend to make amends. I intend to not give anybody any reason to ever feel uncomfortable around. That has never been my heart. Never. I hope you know that. Who's got a really pointless, funny question?
And the video ends there. That's funny.
I mean, like I said, after this video, you feel bad.
You do feel bad. You do.
Because, I mean, you gotta
How can you
think,
not?
this man has been going through a lot right now with all these allegations going on. He's been dealing with now a possible lawsuit against companies because of all these discharges of him being released. And
Yeah, and, you
with
know.
all the hate speech and whatnot and all these allegations. But, I mean, I respect him for his work. I personally believe he's a good guy, but my opinion is a lot different than anybody else's. Is that... How do I pronounce that? Oh, God. It's one of the guys from your stream, Chris.
Someone from my stream?
Oh, God. The one with the C. Hello. I'm terrible with
Abel?
names. Yeah, Abel. Wow, I can think. Well, listen, I do apologize. I have been going almost a week straight without proper night of sleep. So...
That's okay, Jared.
It's been a very rough week for me, and I have no idea how in the world I'm still awake at this point. So, I do apologize if I have been stuttering, I have been butchering names, or anything of the above. I do apologize, but I hope you guys enjoyed the content at least today, because we are going to start winding this down with our final comments.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So, having said that, Chris... Want to give your final comments?
Do you want to go first? Because I feel like I've been talking.
Okay.
Yeah, you go for it.
I will go ahead and, like I said, I respect the guy. I love his
sorry, Abel,
work.
I didn't
He
know
has...
who he was talking about.
I've honestly, he's one of the guys I've looked up to when it's... I mean, I started doing this half-assed version of my own voice acting. I mean, I don't do very much, and I have plans to do stuff, and again, this channel has been inactive, and now I'm going to start podcasting every once in a while as well, to hopefully have a mix. I am having a lot of my own personal struggles, whatnot, cool. But, again, I don't want to be biased, be like, oh, I'm just going to take his side, because we don't have enough evidence. We have no idea how much, or how true these allegations are. So, I just wanted to express myself, rather than trying to be like, oh, I'm defending him, or, oh, I'm against him. But, I mean, I hope this does get situated, because like I said, I do respect him as a voice actor. I love his work. And, I mean, for any person, I don't think any human being should deal with anything of this caliber. I mean, if you did something terrible... then yeah, you deserve it. But again, we don't have enough evidence. So therefore, at this point, that's all I've got. So, I do have comments real quick. So it says, I'm just pretty cool with hearing your thoughts on the whole allegations. Personally, I believe the whole allegations are false, and that one of those which hurt. Wait.
You can do it, Jareth.
I think this is Hunt. I can't. But I'm willing to wait till the whole event plays out and hope the issue is eventually settled. Again, that's what I believe. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it time because everything hopefully will be settled in due time. And I mean, I would rather it not go to court, but if need be, it's probably best bet to get things settled at least with like Rooster Teeth, Funimation, Anime Network, whatever they're called. News Network or whatever. But that's my thoughts. That's my own opinions. Chris, off to you. But before I do that, I'd like to say,
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you everybody that did stop by and join in for the podcast. If you guys did like this kind of content, would like to do and hear more podcasts from me and Chris, go ahead and leave, all the comments. Give all the likes to both me and Chris. Make sure you subscribe to, keep updated. And if you want, you can hit that bell too, because I don't even know if that bell even works, to be honest.
And subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yes, please.
Is catching up.
Yeah, let's join on that bandwagon. You've definitely earned a sub for me. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate it, because like I said, all this is to just voice our opinions rather than joining this bandwagon right now. And
Chris asked, are you going to stream a game next week? Yes, every Fridays. There's going to be a stream. I'm trying to upload consistently. Yeah. I'm trying to upload consistently Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The only reason I uploaded something today was because it's been a while since I uploaded anything. So go ahead and check out that video. It's search it. It's in my channel.
And I do need to get this video and link this into my thing.
But yeah, streams every Friday unless, I mean, the only reason I won't be able to stream on Fridays if I'm not home on Friday, or if I have to, even if I have to go to bed early, I'd put in the stream. But yeah, I started a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 series that I have to render the episode and upload it on Monday. That's what's going to be uploaded. On Wednesday, some more Jump Force gameplay coming out. By the way, that game is coming up soon.
Yes, indeed, because now that I think about it, I will be getting it eventually. And not this coming up weekend, but the weekend of its release, I will be streaming live on my gaming channel. And hopefully if you...
What do you mean, boo, on Monday? It's always been my schedule. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I always upload in the night because I know no one's, home in the afternoon. I always upload like at around 7:30. When I started the stream, I started streaming at 8:30.
But, alright, go ahead and give your final thoughts. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
But yeah, so I just want to say also thank you for everyone watching. Lol, yes, it's funny. I know you got me, haha. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. And also let me know if you guys want me to Let's Talk podcasting, because I really like how I did the graphic. But it's kind of cool sitting down once a month at least and just expressing yourself. I feel like it's good for you as a person, you know what I mean? Like we all bottle bottle a lot of anger.
Thank you very much, Chris, for subbing.
You're welcome. We all bottle stuff inside that we want to let loose, so I feel like doing this once a month at least is good. Let me know what you guys think. You guys can also suggest any topics that you guys want me to talk about in this podcast. But until then,
The other Chris, thank you for subbing.
Oh damn, okay, the Chris's are subbing. But yes, the whole reason I started voice acting is, I'm not gonna say it's because of it, because it wasn't. It's because of anime, right? Anime. I love anime so much, and I started watching. Vic is part of why I started wanting to voice act, and I'll explain why. I started watching panels. I mean, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, I want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, doing this as your job, like going to voice in a video game, whatever, in a studio with a professional microphone and acting this out. And then going to conventions and meeting fans, you know what I mean? Like that's awesome. That's an awesome career. And I was like, I want to do that. So I started trying my best, and I mean, I'm in a studio right now recording this, like my homemade studio that my dad made for me. We spent a lot of money doing this, and it's because he believes in my dream. And and I appreciate that. And it is my dream to become a voice actor, and I'm gonna really try. By the way, shameless plug, ChryssVA. I have another channel. You can go ahead and into my main channel, and it's on the side. I do a lot of fan dubs and stuff like that. Anyway, I just had to put that in there.
You're good,
Shameless plug. But yeah, so
I'm trying to make sure all my alerts and whatnot are still going through. Doesn't seem like they are.
Huh. But anyway, so yeah, I looked up to Vic. I look up to Vic so much, and I still do, and I respect him so much. I met him. He was such a nice person, and you know, man, if I could ever be friends with Vic, I would. I would be friends with Vic because he's a religious man, and I know that he's awesome. I'll think about subbing to your other channel. Thanks, Chris. But yeah, you know, I would, if I ever get into the voice acting industry and I ever meet him, if he's innocent, because I don't want to be friends with anyone who, you know, is actually an assaulter. But anyway, but yeah, I respect him as a voice actor, and I really hope these allegations are just allegations, you know what I mean? They're just people trying to put him down, because it's sad to see if it's true. If all of these things are false, it's totally wrong, because he's losing a lot of things because of.
I was gonna say, he at this point, if it's all false, he could be losing his. He's losing his jobs. He's losing his career. He's losing a lot of
depressed.
things. I
Things
mean,
can get serious.
All I can say is that through this
cool.
time, regardless, he needs to stay strong and fight.
He does. But yeah, my whole thing on this, my last thought is, again, I don't know if all of this is true or not. I'm just trying to put knowledge where knowledge needs to be put. A lot of things are being said online that really don't have any backbone, no spine to it, that are just like, they don't make sense as an argument. And I'm not trying to, you know, whoever is out there watching this video, if you are, and you're one of those people, I'm not trying to put you down or anything. Just think twice before putting something online. You know what I mean?
And if it
I feel
really
like that goes for everyone too.
And if it really did happen, and there is really a case, no matter how scared you are, you need to come open. You need to be open with one another. There are always people to help you. There are.
Yeah, and that's the thing too.
And I'm not just saying in the case of the allegations. I'm just talking in general. If anything has ever happened to you, talk to somebody you trust, or better yet, try to get the law enforcement involved, because then you can take action.
Yes.
You take action, it's going to be the most comforting, most...
I heard something somewhere that said that a lot of women, it was specifically about women, and the whole rape thing and the sexual assault, was that, you know, and I hate to, you know, just be specific about women, but I mean, let's be honest, it happens mostly to them.
It happens both to males and... females, but
I mean, it does, but mostly, you know, and I'm just referencing what I read and what I, you know, saw, and it was based mainly on women. But yeah, oh my God, I lost my train of thought again.
You're going on
Dude,
about
what
victims.
is wrong with? I need to go to the doctor. This is serious. No, but yeah, the whole thing about. Oh my God, I'm actually forgetting.
Here, let me go ahead and let me finish what I was going to say real quick.
Help me. Yeah, finish.
Like, again, if you have any problems with any kind of past history with allegations, or especially if you're a victim of that kind of assault, you could be scared out of your mind, but you have to find that courage within to push yourself to get help.
All right.
The only way it's going to get better is by having assistance. And and only in due time will things become better, and that's just the
Definitely.
hope.
That's just how it is too. That's how it is. Things don't happen overnight.
Right. But go ahead.
All right, so let me finish my final thought, because if I get distracted one more time, I will forget what. But now I remembered what I was gonna say. Women. So yeah, the whole thing about them, the whole rape thing. It was that, like, they wouldn't come out to the authorities because they were afraid. It was either they were afraid of not being heard or taken seriously, or they were threatened, or it was because it was someone they knew. Like, mainly those were the options, or the things that usually happened. But so how's the weather? So yeah, just speak out, please. You know, someone may threaten you, and I don't know how it is, you know what I mean, to be sexually assaulted.
Of course, because every situation is different.
You know what I mean? But it's really hard to say it. But I just feel like the best thing possible is to speak out. If you want to move on forward, if you want
it'll help
that
you
whole
for protection,
chapter to just move on, and you want to move on with your life.
Right.
And it'll help other people too. You know what I mean? Even if you are threatened, if you speak out, authorities get involved, it'll help other people too, because that shows those people that are threatening you, like, oh my God, so they're not taking these threats seriously. Maybe we should stop. You know what I mean? It would give them something else to think about. But if it just happens and you stay quiet, and I hate talking like I know about this, because I don't. And someone may be out there that have gone through this, and I'm so sorry, but I just feel like it's worth saying, because it's something, you know, that needs to be brought to attention, maybe even considered.
Well, as
no, don't distract me. I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna say.
It's never too late.
You're gonna make me.
As
What?
Zelius, I'm gonna pronounce it that way for now until I find the actual pronunciation. And I'm bad. Says it's never too late, basically.
Pretty much.
Take action.
Take action, because it can not only help you, it can help everyone else.
Right.
Okay, and it can help things move on, and if you want, it can help things move even quicker. So yeah. I just don't know what's true, what's not anymore, to be honest. I hope it's not true, because I mean, I look up to him, and I would love to work with him when God let it be. But I also want to add in this, people with their stories. I'm not denouncing anyone's stories and Monica Reels or anyone coming out or defending anyone. The whole thing about, I believe in supporting people who feel like they have something to say. If there is a story that they need to tell, support them. Don't go and trash them. Don't be like, oh, you're lying, because Vic would never do something like that. No, don't do that. And I'm pretty sure that's why most voice actors are supporting the people who have stories to tell instead of Vic, because, you know, those people need support. You know, the people that have actually been through this stuff, and that's how you move on. You need to have people there believing in you. You know what I mean? So I believe that all of this is my final thought, and this is my opinion on the whole matter, and I could be wrong. He could be a sexual assaulter. I don't know, but I just feel like all of this is just blown out of proportion. He's hugging, kissing fans on the cheek and forehead. He's never done it on the lips, because he knows his boundaries. He's been doing all this because he loves his fans, you know, his quote-unquote fans. He loves them, and, you know, he loves us, and he wants the best for us. He's a Christian man, and me being brought up kind of relative to how he was brought up, in a religious household and a very, you know, touchy sort of kiss, you know, household like that, you know, being told to express like that. You know, it's kind of, we're kind of the same in that sense. I get it, you know what I mean? But he should know his boundaries. He should have known his boundaries too.
Right.
You know what I mean? He should have known that we are especially an actor. You know what I mean? We are in that day and age where, you know, a lot of things are sensitive now, unfortunately. And fortunately, because it can go both ways. But we're at that age where, you know, things happen. It can get blown out of proportion. So he should have been careful.
Right.
From now on, he shouldn't kiss.
And
anyone.
hopefully he learns from these.
From that.
Right.
Yeah. Hugs, totally. I don't see anything bad about a hug, you know. So yeah, again, just this whole thing I feel like it's blown out of proportion. These sexual assaults, like hugs and kisses, when there are rapists still not being brought to justice out there. Seriously, you know what I mean? But I digress. That's what I think.
I'm gonna read this last comment and we'll just end it there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Zelius goes, absolutely. Sometimes you don't need to decipher right away if the story is true or not. It's always good to hear the story and take it with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Sometimes it's something my mom basically told me while talking about the situation. Basically, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Sometimes cases like this are ignored a lot of times and are better if it's to hear the stories and lend support to the people who've gone through this situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, agreed. I mean, all we
Yes.
can do is lend a hand to anybody in need.
That's all we can do. Exactly. Lend a hand to anyone
And again, I keep
who has a
emphasizing-
story to tell, and just wait.
And I keep emphasizing the fact only time is going to tell about this situation as a whole. We're not going
That's
to know.
how it is. We're not gonna know.
Only in due time
Regardless,
will we hear
even
anything.
once it's settled, we're not gonna know everything.
Right.
So, and people are still gonna have their opinions, and I've said before, after
Because, I
everything
mean,
is done.
It's probably never going to end.
Yeah.
There's always
And
going to
even
be
when it
speculation.
does end, even if it does end, it's gonna be like nothing ever ends.
Right.
Because people are gonna be people, and people are just. That's just it's just people are people, you know. People do things.
Right. So we good here?
I think we're good here. I just wanna say one last thing.
Say your final words. Your.
This is all I have to say. If you have anything to say online, whether it be hateful, whether it be supportive, anything, think twice before typing on your keyboard, because
Amen.
it is 100% easier to type on your keyboard and press tweet to press send than it is to talk to that person face to face and say what you mean.
One thing I don't like about online stuff is you can never tell entirely
Exactly.
on how that person is reacting emotionally in that certain situation. It could have been.
And I mean, even if you don't know
I
the
mean-
person too, that goes the same. I don't know you. I don't know if you're telling the truth.
Right.
And even if I do know you, I don't know if you're telling the truth.
Right.
You know?
We just
It's
gotta
a thing.
believe.
Like
right
we
now.
never know who's telling the truth or not. So all we have to do is wait and support those who have stories to tell. Listen to them. Don't. There are a lot of death threats going around. Don't do that.
It's unacceptable, honestly.
You know, be nice to each other.
Be good
Love
people.
each other, support each
honestly.
other. This is the anime community, okay? Where everyone is the same. We love anime, we geek out, dude. People make fun of us, and we're just like, dude, we're loving ourselves, man.
Exactly,
We're loving
yeah.
this anime, we're loving this anime. You know what I mean? Oh, Abel doesn't like anime. But it's okay. But you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, we love what we do. You know,
Right.
we love watching anime, we love geeking out, and it's a thing. To see the whole anime community break apart because of this, you know what I mean? And it's not the whole anime community. It's just, you know, big thing. But he's entrenched in a lot of it. Oh, he's just joking. Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, you don't like anime, but you like Dragon Ball Z? But yeah, you know, he's so entrenched in it that it's like, it's as if it's the whole anime community. So
Mhm.
Just think twice, please, before you speak online, because it's way easier to do that than to speak in person with
Misinterpretation
someone.
is what the word I was thinking of.
Yes, there is a lot of that going on too, and we just have to wait.
Yep.
And see.
Time will tell, but
Time
hopefully
will tell.
you guys enjoyed this little podcast of ours. It has been 2 hours strong.
Yes, and I need to eat dinner.
And
so,
we will separate from here, most likely. And if not, it's
so
fine.
yeah. Thank
Like
you
I
guys
said,
for watching.
Like,
yeah, go ahead.
you go ahead, do yours real quick. I'll do mine.
Okay. No, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm gonna leave the comments down below open so that you guys can speak your mind, because I believe in debating, because that's just how we get through things. I believe in talking things out. I need to end the stream, man. I haven't eaten dinner, dude. I'm hungry. So yeah.
By the way, Hero, I'm already on your Discord server, so maybe we can talk, Chris. If you're on there, hope to see ya.
Huh?
Wait, Discord? My Discord or Chris's Discord?
I don't have a Discord.
You have the one server.
Yeah, but that's private.
Maybe it's for somebody. I don't know. I don't know, man. But
I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And that's pretty much it.
All right, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was something that we decided to get done. Heroes. Hiros Discord. Are you in a Discord? I'm confused.
I'm not sure.
I was gonna say I normally always link mine in the description if you want to just join that, because Chris and I will always be on that one. It's kind of dead, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'll link it again later. But like I said, we're finally gonna end this. Hope you guys enjoy this podcast. So speaking our opinions, our minds, like Chris said, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Comments will always be open, no matter what. Speak your mind. We are here as a community in order to help one another, to conversate, and try not to have any issues, you know, I mean. But if you want to, Chris's voice acting channel is in the description. Go ahead and subscribe to him. You can also find his other channel. Subscribe to mine, which is the Silver Lining Entertainment, my vlogging channel, and my gaming channel. Yes, I don't use it very many of them, but hey, it's okay. Let's go ahead and show me some support.
Why don't you make a Discord for us viewers can message you? Yeah, I'll make a Discord soon. Actually,
yeah, like I said, let me go ahead.
I should make a Discord.
I will send in
but
a
I am
Discord
in a Discord that's kind of like my Discord in a sense, because I mean I am a mod.
But it's privately owned.
It is privately owned.
Due to the reasons of.
Yes, of course. You're Chris. Come on. Yeah, I know. Trust me, it's coming. Discord will be coming, because I do want to interact more with you guys, because I feel like we don't interact enough, and I need a lot of feedback from you guys, and good, you know, to have that kind of community. It's coming, trust me. Soon.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop a Discord link for everybody if anybody wants to join, and go ahead and continue the conversation on Discord.
Say. Trust.
It's all up to you. But like I said,
I can't make one.
Subscribe, ring that bell, like the videos. You can check out all of our past work from eons, man. I don't know how long we've been doing this stuff.
5 years? I don't know.
I don't know, man. But alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. See you guys.
Bye, guys. See ya.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one. Be good people.